person who should be applauded is the president who did the most selfless thing that anybody's done since George Washington.
Buckle up, because what we're diving into today is the kind of Hollywood scandal that could rival even the most thrilling blockbusters. In 2024, George Clooney, the charming, smooth-talking actor with a career that seemed invincible, is facing a career crisis so explosive it could have been pulled straight from one of his own movies. And the culprit behind this incredible saga? None other than Bill Maher, the sharp-tongued host of Real Time with Bill Maher. What started as a simple public ad has spiraled into a bitter feud so intense, so incredibly public, that it's taking over the Hollywood conversation. George Clooney, once the symbol of grace and class in Hollywood, now finds himself at the center of this media firestorm, and it's only getting hotter. But why exactly is George Clooney's golden image unraveling? And how did Bill Maher, who's never one to hold back, get tangled up in this very personal drama? Get ready for an explosive deep dive into this Hollywood showdown. You're not going to want to miss this. Let's rewind a bit to understand how this all started.
And that's really the truth, and all the rest of it will be long gone and forgotten. And so I'm just very proud of.
It was supposed to be simple, a political advertisement designed to highlight Clooney's activism and maintain his relevance in an industry that moves fast. The ad was a call to action for voters, asking them to consider how their choices impact the people around them. Clooney wanted to engage his audience with his political activism, a way to remind everyone that he's not just a pretty face, he's an activist, too. However, instead of receiving praise for his effort, the ad backfired hard. What was meant to be a call for civic duty quickly became the internet's latest punchline. Critics and online trolls immediately slammed the ad, calling it out of touch, tone-deaf, and desperate. It seemed that Clooney, who had once charmed his way into everyone's hearts, had miscalculated badly. Sure, celebrities get criticized all the time, but in today's volatile media landscape, one bad move can spell the end of a career. Clooney, desperate to fix the situation, did what any Hollywood A-lister might: he launched a media tour. He needed to regain control of his narrative, and fast. Clooney's plan? A classic Hollywood redemption arc, of course. He would appear on Real Time with Bill Maher and charm the audience, offer an apology, and perhaps share some exclusive political insights. It seemed like a foolproof plan.
Your patriotic duty?
You bet I did, brother. What?
George Clooney, once the darling of Hollywood, would walk in, speak his truth, and effortlessly win back the hearts of his fans. But Bill Maher wasn't buying it. When Clooney's team reached out to Maher's producers for a spot on the show, they expected a warm welcome. Instead, Maher shut them down immediately. His reported response? This isn't a platform for celebrity rehab. Bill Maher has made it clear time and time again that his show is about hard-hitting political discourse, not giving celebrities a stage for damage control. But Clooney wasn't ready to give up. His team came back with an even bigger pitch, a one-time, explosive, tell-all interview, complete with direct clapbacks at critics. The media spectacle would dominate headlines for weeks. But Maher wasn't impressed. He saw through the attempt as nothing more than an exercise in self-promotion. Maher, who prides himself on political authenticity, wasn't interested in giving Clooney a free pass. He reportedly told Clooney's team that the actor's fame and star power wouldn't elevate the show, it would drag it down. For Maher, hosting Clooney wasn't a path to greater credibility. It was a sellout. Frustrated but undeterred, Clooney's team didn't give up. They made one final attempt, an unscripted, live question-and-answer session where Clooney would engage directly with the audience. The idea was to show the world that he was sincere, that he was willing to take tough questions head-on. But once again, Maher wasn't having it. He rejected the idea, leaving Clooney and his team scrambling. At this point, George Clooney himself took matters into his own hands. He personally reached out to Bill Maher, suggesting an unscripted conversation, man-to-man, with no holds barred. Clooney was ready to lay everything on the table. Maher's response? He refused outright, reportedly telling Clooney, "This show isn't a rehab clinic for Hollywood egos." For Maher, this wasn't just about his ratings. It was about maintaining the integrity of his platform, about standing firm against a Hollywood elite who thought he could just waltz onto his show and get a free pass. And here's where it gets even more intense. The tensions between Clooney and Maher didn't stop there. Behind the scenes, Maher reportedly began mocking Clooney's persistence, joking that Clooney was so desperate, he was auditioning for a pity party. But those jabs didn't stay behind closed doors for long. Word got back to Clooney, and he was furious. Clooney may have been used to getting anything he wanted in Hollywood, but Maher's rejection was personal, and it stung. Clooney, once Hollywood's golden boy, had been publicly dismissed by one of the sharpest, most influential voices in the industry. He was no longer the top dog. He was the butt of Maher's jokes. Then, during one of Maher's real-time monologues, he delivered a scathing critique of Hollywood celebrities who desperately try to maintain relevance by playing at politics. He never mentioned Clooney by name, but everyone knew exactly who he was talking about. It was a public roast of Clooney's every move. Segment 5, Clooney's meltdown and the fall from grace. Unwilling to back down, Clooney's team frantically pitched him to other major platforms, including The Howard Stern Show, hoping to salvage his public image. But even Howard Stern's team hesitated. Clooney's star had dimmed so drastically that even a show known for its outrageous interviews was wary of tying itself to his spiraling reputation. Behind the scenes, Clooney's meltdown was palpable. Sources described him as being in full meltdown mode, not just furious with Bill Maher, but angry with the entire Hollywood industry. He felt betrayed, as if the entire industry had turned its back on him in a single moment. For a man whose career had been built on charm, the shift from suave movie star to frustrated public figure was jarring. Bill Maher, on the other hand, remained completely unfazed by the entire drama. He hadn't publicly named Clooney yet, but his rejection of the actor had become unmistakable. For Maher, this wasn't just another celebrity feud, it was a statement. By shutting the door on Clooney, Maher was making it clear that his show wouldn't become a platform for Hollywood egos trying to reinvent themselves. This isn't just a story about George Clooney's career hiccup or Bill Maher's defiance. It's about the changing landscape of Hollywood, where public sentiment and social media can tear down even the most untouchable stars. The industry is no longer a place where one bad move is easily forgiven. Even Clooney, with all his charm and fame, is finding out that one wrong step can cause a career to spiral. So, what does this all mean for Clooney? Can he salvage his reputation after this public clash with Bill Maher and the fallout from his failed political ad? Will Hollywood forgive him, or is this the moment where the industry turns the page on one of its brightest stars? What do you think? Is George Clooney's golden era officially over, or does he still have a shot at redemption? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest Hollywood drama. Stay tuned for more juicy updates coming your way soon. See you in the next one.